Hi everyone, how are you? I hope you all are fine. Today I am going to deal with one of the important chapters which play vital role in English grammar. That is subject-verb agreement. What does it mean? That means there's a link between subject and verb. There's an agreement between subject and verb. What type of agreement? What type of subject should be taken to what type of verb? Or in other words, I can say what type of verb should be taken with what type of subject. That is subject-verb agreement. And it says a verb must agree with its subject in person and number, that is, the verb should be of the same person and number as the subject is. For example, you are a boy. We are using are. The verb are is being used with you. She is a girl. Here is being used with she. That means what? A verb must agree with a subject in person and number. The subject of a sentence is closely associated with its predicate, but often the verb is made to agree in number with a noun near to it instead of with its proper subject. It is called error of proximity. Error of proximity. What is it? Once again, mark here, the subject of a sentence is closely associated with its predicate, but often the verb is made to agree in number with a noun near it instead of with its proper subject. Instead of proper subject, we take the verb according to the verb near to the noun, and it is called error of proximity. It must be avoided. For example, the quality of the mangoes. What should be here? Were or was not good. The actual answer is the quality of the mangoes was. What is the subject here? It means that means the quality. The quality is the main subject here, and not the mangoes. The quality of the mangoes was not good. Similarly, one of the boys of the class, one of the boys was shouting too much. Was shouting too much. Though here the plural form has been used, boys or mangoes, we are using was. It's only because its main subject is in the first case the quality and in the second case one. Now, subject-verb agreement plays an important role in English grammar, and mistakes are committed even by those who have sound command over the language. There are certain rules to be followed up while using proper verb with a proper subject, and those rules are: rule number 1, the use of singular form of verb with singular subject. That means we use singular form of verb with singular subject and plural form of verb with plural subject. I cited the example above also. Here also I am going to cite the child is very clever. With child I am using is, and the children are very clever. With children I am using are. That means what? Singular subject takes singular verb and plural subject takes plural verb. There are exception cases. With I, we use am in present tense, was in past tense, and had. Though I is singular, we use have in plural or to form for perfect tenses. We, you, they, and other plurals, with them we use are in present tense, were in past tense, and singular nouns or pronouns, with them we use is, was, is in present, was in past, has in past perfect, or for possession. The second rule says we use have and not has with the following verbs in their negative and interrogative forms: do, does, did. With these verbs, which are also called modals, let us see: do, does, did, will, shall, would, should, can, could, may, might, must, need, dare, ought to, used to. With all these, which are modals, we use have with them and not the has. The next rule says sometimes there, there, takes the place of subject and the real subject comes after the verb. In such sentences, the verb agrees with the real subject, that is, singular subject. With singular subject we use singular verb, and with plural subject we use plural verb. For example, there is a table in this room. There is a table in this room. But we say there are tables in this room. There are tables in this room. Here we may find an exception, it. It always takes singular verb. It. It takes always singular verb. For example, it is hot today. It has been a great mistake. Now, the other rules are, just I am going to rub it. The next point is, when two or more singular noun or pronouns are joined by and, we use plural verbs. Mark here, when two or more singular noun or pronouns are joined by and, we use plural verbs. For example, gold and silver are metals. Ram and Shyam are the jewels of their class. He and I were playing. He and I were playing. When two nouns, the next one is, when two nouns suggest one idea or refer to the same person or thing, we use singular verbs. When two nouns suggest one idea or refer to the same person or nothing, we use singular verb. For example, time and tide waits for none. Waits, W-A-I-T-S. Some people, they use here wait and say that time and tide are different. But here the idea is one, time and tide, that means both. Time and tide waits for none. Bread and butter is his breakfast. Bread and butter is his breakfast. The novelist and poet is dead. The novelist and poet is dead. But the novelist and the poet are dead. Why it is so? Here I am using the definite article the in both the cases, both the nouns, before both the nouns, noun, novelist, the, poet, the. For that reason, it shows that there are two persons. I shall be dealing with the uses of article. All these things I shall be dealing there. The next point is when two or more than two nouns are joined by, with, as well as, etc., the verb is singular. When two or more than two nouns are joined by, with, as well as, etc., the verb is singular. For example, the ship with its crew. The ship with its crew was lost. Next point is two or more singular subjects connected by or nor take a singular verb. Two or more singular subjects connected by or nor take a singular verb. For example, our happiness or sorrows depends on our action. Our happiness or sorrows depends on our actions. Neither Ram nor Mohan has done it. Has, singular, depends, singular. Both are connected by or and nor. The next point is when one of the subjects joined by or nor is plural, we take verb in plural form and the plural subject is placed near to the verb. For example, either Ram or his friends, plural, have done it. His friends, plural, are plural, so we are using have. Ram or his friends have done it. This sentence is connected by or, either or. Either Ram or his friends have done it. The next point expresses when the subjects joined by or nor are of different persons, the verb agrees with the nearer subject. Mark here, when the subjects joined by or nor are of different persons, the verb agrees with the nearer subject. For example, either he or I. With I we use am or was. Here present tense is taken. So either he or I am mistaken. Either he or I am mistaken. Similarly, neither you nor he is mistaken. Neither you nor he is mistaken. The next point is the words like either, neither, each, every, many are followed by a singular verb. For example, neither of the two men, 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 plural form, was strong. Neither of the two men was strong. Why it is so? Because neither has been used here. Many a man has done so. Many a man has done so. Every one of you loves to play. Every one of you loves to play. Next one is when two nouns are qualified by each or every, even though connected by and, takes singular verbs. For example, every boy and every girl was paid equal attention. Next point is some nouns plural in forms but singular in meaning takes a singular verb. For example, the news is true. This trouser is new. The wages of sin is dead. Mathematics is a branch of study. Next point I am going to rub it and after that I shall be writing here. So let me rub. The next point is a great many. This term, a great many, is followed by a plural noun and a plural verb. For example, a great many students have been declared successful. A great many students, plural subject, and have been, plural verb, declared successful. Next, some nouns, singular in forms but plural in meaning, take a plural verb. For example, 12 dozen cost 100 rupees. 12 dozen, it is singular in form but it takes plural verb cost, because this 12 dozen means, though it is singular in form but meaning is plural. Collective noun takes a singular verb when collection is thought as a whole. For example, the committee has issued its report. Has, committee is plural noun, collection of, collective noun, collection of so many members. The committee has issued its report. It means here this committee is considered to be as a whole. But in the next point, a collective noun takes a plural verb when the individuals of each of which it is composed are thought of. That means when the individuals of a collective noun are thought of, it takes plural verb. For example, the committee are divided on one minor point. This sentence means the members of the committee here means the members of the committee are divided on one minor point. The next point is when the plural noun is a proper name for some singular object or some collective unit, it is followed by a singular verb. When the plural noun is a proper name for some singular object or some collective unit, it is followed by a singular verb. For example, the United States has a big navy. Has. This verb has been used here. Though United States is plural in form, but it appears as a whole. The Arabian Nights, Knigsts, the Arabian Nights, it's a book, collection of different stories. The Arabian Nights is still a great favorite. Next point, when two subjects are joined by not only but also, but also, the verb agrees with the second subject. Mark here, when two subjects are joined by not only but also, the verb agrees with the second subject. For example, not only the children but also their mother was playing. Mother is singular, so it is was playing. Next point, when a plural noun denotes some specific quality or amount considered as a whole, we use singular verb. That is, once again, when a plural noun denotes some specific quality or amount considered as a whole, we use singular verb. For example, 6 miles is a long distance. 6 miles is a long distance. 15 minutes is allowed to each speaker. The next point, when none, though singular in form, but it takes a plural verb. For example, none of his poems are famous. None of his poems are famous. None is singular, but it is taking plural. Poems are famous. Some nouns, singular in form, take plural verbs. The next number is some nouns, singular in form, take plural verbs. For example, the cattle are grazing. Cattle is singular in form, but here it shows collection of domestic animals, and so it has been used, are has been used here, plural verb. The next number is the nouns joined by, along with, and no less than have a verb that agrees with the first noun in number. For example, Sita along with her friends is. Here first noun is Sita and Sita is singular. For that reason is has been used. So Sita along with her friends is in the park. I and not you am to blame. I and not you am to blame. We use am with I. He no less than you is. First subject is he, and so is has been used. He no less than you is at fault. The last point is when two subjects are joined by or the verb must agree with the second subject. For example, Krishna or her sisters were present. Second subject is her sisters, plural. So the verb is plural. Thank you.